Levels are a great adjustment in Photoshop. Basically, what they do, let me open up a levels adjustment layer here. So levels read the histogram of the image. This is the histogram, and show you where the black point is. That's the blackest black at 0 and the whitest white at 255, all the colors here. And what they can do is you can adjust where the blackest black point is and where the whitest white point is, and the histogram will redistribute the midtones, which are here, this gray slider. So let me just show you a quick adjustment with levels. So we see that there's this sort of straight line here where there's really no black tones. And if you just slide over this little black slider to the bottom of where the histogram kind of juts up and you start to really get the main midtones of the image, you can see what a huge adjustment that does. And I'm also going to add a little tiny bit of white, not as much, because you can see that there are some pretty bright highlights here and where there's almost pure white in the image, probably over in this area right here. But I am just going to slide it over a teeny bit and sort of brighten it a hair, because the levels affect the brightness of the image. So you can see now, if I go down here to the bottom here and I click this little visibility eyeball, that this is before and this is after. This is before and this is after. It adds some contrast, it sort of wipes the haze off, and it's a really, really great adjustment. So you can do an adjustment by using these sliders. I'm going to delete this adjustment layer and create it again and show you another way you can do it. If you know the blackest black point and the whitest white point, you can also use these little guys. So if I click on the black dropper and I say to Photoshop, well, this is the blackest place in the image, then you can see that it kind of reads it all over and makes this beautiful adjustment to it. I can also say, well, here is the whitest. You can see, because of the original histogram, if you remember, there was a lot of brightness in this picture, so it really didn't have to do much. So I think this looks pretty great. One final note, the gray here adjusts the gamma of the image, and that really is in the shadows, and you can brighten up some shadow detail. If you look, say, here in the image or here in the image, you'll notice if I slide it this way, I might be able to get a little bit more, or I can make the shadows a little bit darker. So you can not only adjust the white and the black, but also all of the midtones or the shadows and highlights of the image.